Hi, everyone. Welcome to All Free, a podcast for collective liberation.
Feeling the momentum of other people realizing that our liberation is interconnected, that our joy is interconnected, that this is not about being saviors or even allies. This is like what we are all working towards for our mutual liberation.
It's really false notion that the state can provide safety at the helm of other people's lives, as if safety could ever come from harming other people.
For us to be free, everyone must be free.
I'm playing different role and Hannah's playing different role. Deema is playing different role. That it's all contributing into the better world that we wish to see for our children and the future generations.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah. I'm your co-host.
Hi, everyone. I'm Deema Tamimi, your other co-host.
And we're really excited today because we are joined by a very special guest, Bazeli Mbo. She's born in the DRC, a civil society leader. She's a communications expert and the co-founder and president of Team Congo, an organization dedicated to promoting justice, sovereignty, and lasting peace in Congo. A key pillar in Team Congo's mission is reshaping the narrative around Congo to ensure that truth prevails. Beyond advocacy, Team Congo takes direct action on the ground. The organization is actively supporting displaced communities in Kivu, where Basile and her team provide aid on a regular basis. Team Congo is not just about Congo or Africa, it's about humanity. And the word team was chosen to unite all allies and friends of Congo in a collective movement for justice, peace, and sovereignty. I loved that part of your bio, by the way, because it just so resonates with All Free and our mission and what Deema and I are hoping to do as well. So just thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I'm the one grateful today. So thank you, Deema and Hannah, for the opportunity to amplify our voices. We need it desperately. So thank you.
Of course. Congo in Eastern Congo is going through a very difficult time right now as M23 continues to advance and spread violence. Would you mind giving us a little bit of context on what's happening right now?
Oh, absolutely. So in January the 20th, Congo DRC has been attacked by the M23 militia rebels, and Goma has been attacked. On this context, Goma is the main city in North Kivu. So Kivu, as you said, is the area where the displaced person are located. So 8 million people, Congolese people, have been displaced for the past 30 years in this region. And it's as well where the majority, the main strategic minerals are allocated. So yeah, this is what has been going on these past weeks. So these different attacks by the M23 rebel militias backed by Rwanda.
So what are the stories that you're hearing? I know that Goma was taken over and Bukavu was just taken over as well, which is another critical city in the region.
Yes.
What are you hearing from people in these areas?
Oh, it's horrific. We are talking about Goma, we are talking about Bukavu recently, but other cities from the Eastern Congo has been attacked as well and are under M23, rebels. So they took control of many cities in Eastern Congo. We're talking about Goma and Bukavu because they are the main city, the biggest city in Kivu, but many cities have been under control since the past years. The different feedback that we receive from our friends, organizations, and families on site is horrific because they've been attacked. The UN recently shared the fact that children have been executed. Women are still being, molested. So you have to know that every 4 minutes, one woman is molested in Congo. So this is a really hard time for us, but we keep faith. And we know that we're working to make things, change and for the peace to come back in the region.
I'm so sorry. And it feels like this is happening in a region that can't catch a break. This is obviously a significant escalation in violence.
Absolutely.
But this is people who have already been through a lot. And I know that M23 was active in 2012. I know they took over Goma in 2012.
Yes.
Why is this group back, and what's their agenda?
Oh, the agenda for us is very clear. So the Eastern Congo is really strategic in terms of geopolitics, in terms of economy, and in terms of land as well. So there are different levels that explain the reason why they're attacking this particular region. And as you say, it's been going on for the past 30 years. We're not talking about a year or two, 30 years. And there is a special word that we're using is genocost. So it's genocide plus cost, because we know and we advocate the fact that this genocide is for economic gains. So Congolese people are killed because of what we have, because of our wealth, because of the minerals that are strategic for our modern world, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, you're bringing up what seems like very much a pattern where, you know, we obfuscate things when in reality it is these conflicts and issues are really about resources and about greed and taking people's livelihoods and land. I'm curious what you as a leader in this space want the international world to know. Like what should they be taking away right now from this current situation, but even the longer history?
Absolutely. Thank you for this very important question, Deema. What we are asking the global community and the global institution, is to stop backing Rwanda. Because something that is proven is that Rwanda is backed by the Western countries, the main Western countries that deliver them with money, with weapons, and with all the things that enable them to attack Congo today. So what we are asking, and what our representatives are asking as well during this security, UN security, meetings, is to stop provide Rwanda with aids, international aids, and to as well ask them to stop attacking Congo and to stop crossing borders like if it was something that easy. How can you attack the sovereignty of a country like this? So this is what we're asking. We've been asking that for so many years. Recently, the European Union Parliament sent a statement saying that they are suspending. They would like to suspend the aid that the European Union is giving to Rwanda. So we are waiting for the European Commission to agree or not on that, because it's just like a will that the European Parliament gave, but the Commission is the only one that can say, okay, we're gonna make sure that those aids are suspending. And actually, we're talking about suspension, but what we want is just to make sure that there are no aids anymore. It's not about just suspending, but to erase all these aids that they've been receiving, because we know that within all these millions that Rwanda is receiving every year, from the European Union, some money is using to attack Congo. We know that. We have UN reports who can, just prove that. So everybody knows what's going on in Congo, but nobody does anything. So this is a question today, and the problem, the main issue.
Has President Kagame of Rwanda even tried to justify his actions?
Actually, the action, what has been said, the narrative that our neighbor country is using, is that Rwanda wants to make sure that the Rwandan people living in this part of Congo are safe. So the narrative is, no, we're just going there to make sure that our people are safe. We want to make sure that everything is okay with them. And we want as well to go, they're going for the people who killed the Tutsi during the Rwanda's genocide in 1994. So this is the narrative that they are using. They're here to defend themselves. This is what they've been using as a narrative for the past 30 years.
Yeah, it's interesting to see these narratives of justification be so similar all over the world, and the feeling that one can justify for the pursuit of the safety of their own people harming other people. And then we know that it's like maybe that is used to gain public support, but underneath is a search for minerals. There's corporate greed backing this. And if I'm not wrong, is there a pursuit of expansion of Rwanda and even Uganda into Congo?
Absolutely. I mean, what we know is that, okay, there is this need to take control over Congo's minerals. But it's not the only reason. We know that there is a reason that that pushed them to come into this region is the expansion, because you have to know that Rwanda is not that a big country. It's less than 27,000 kilometers. How is it? Sorry,
square kilometers or something.
Square kilometers. Thank you. And there are millions and millions of people say they like space. So when they say, "Oh, Congo is our promised land, so it belongs to us," so there's also this ideology behind that, and when you have this ideology, it pushes you to do things that are beyond understanding.
Yeah, I mean, to assassinate children.
Yeah, yes, to assassinate children. There's a word I don't really want to use, but the raping. The children, the woman. I mean, there's no words really to describe all this atrocity that the Congolese people have been enduring for the past decades. There's some stories, can't even tell them because it's even my own mind cannot understand that. It's too much. It's too much, and we want peace. What we are asking for is peace. We want our kids, our parents, our families, our people to live in peace. So that's the reason why we're fighting at Team Congo with our allies and friends to ask for lasting peace and justice for the country.
Thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you.
I know that it's within the Rwanda and talking about the EU and also somehow, and I think that it's because of supply chain due diligence for conflict minerals and things like that. I know some tech companies are more even inclined to buy from Rwanda minerals that have been smuggled from Congo, which feels very similar to me of like during apartheid South Africa when there was boycotts, when the whole blood diamond situation kind of arose to people's awareness, where neighboring countries, things would be smuggled into neighboring countries and then sold off, and then people would be like, "Oh no, my hands are clean of this." What is that? Is that happening? What's the tech company kind of perspective on this?
Oh yeah, the tech companies are one of the main actors in this genocide. Congo has been in the heart of the technological and industrial revolution for the past century, starting with rubber for the bicycle and industrial revolution in the West, till today with this digital revolution, and tomorrow with the electric, green electric revolution and the AI. So Congo has always been with the minerals that we have under our soil in the heart of all this greed. And something is said is that the one who have the control over Congo has control over the world. So that's the reason why these tech companies like Apple, Samsung, like Tesla as well for the cobalt, needs Congo's minerals to be running. So they have their responsibility. They have this responsibility. States have this responsibility to make sure that this stops. And there's a way to do that. Do it. If tomorrow a country like the United States says stop it, the war will stop, genocide will stop. But what makes them continue? It's the question that we are having today. Why are they still backing this genocidal country? Why? The profits are that big? The life of a Congolese kids or a Congolese people are less valuable than another life? People are dying. Right now, as we speak, people are trying to find a place just to be safe. People are fleeing in their own country. They are displaced. How can you be a refugee in your own country? How? So this is something that needs to be told. And I thank you so much. We are so grateful to have you speak about Congo. Thank you so much. We've been waiting for this moment for decades, and we are here now. You are here, Deema. You are here, Hannah, and all our allies and friends who take, their voice to amplify the Congolese voice who cannot speak. They can't speak. Us in the diaspora, we are trying to do our best to make our story known, to make our narrative known. But without you as friends, as human, we won't be able to do that. If we are able today to be heard as we are today, it's because people like you, Deema, Hannah, and all these people who are, standing with Congo, standing with justice and peace, we can be heard. And this is what we are asking to please people. Don't be tired of amplifying our voices. Please, we need you. We need you because for 30 years, we have been silenced. But now the world is becoming aware of what's going on. We see some changes, some narratives that are starting to change. Why? Because the world is waking up about this subject. So please, keep advocating for Congo and all all these around the world, all these communities and countries that are oppressed. It's a human mission, I would say. And we are very grateful.
It's definitely a human mission. And we all share in complicity in this. And we will all share in our responsibility towards Congo and the Congolese people. And in that journey of letting the resources and the land in Congo be a blessing to the people of Congo, rather than being the curse that it seems to have been because of the greed of other nations. And that's something that I really want to underscore, because sometimes when people hear about conflict in a place for a long time, they just feel like that place is going to be destined to continue to have conflict. But that's not the case. No. And that's especially not the case with Congo. If the world can rise up and we can hold countries that are benefiting and profiting and fueling this accountable, and restore Congo into the hands of Congolese and Congolese sovereignty, I have so much hope and belief and faith for the future of Congo, and also sharing in so much grief for the reality that what's happening now, the reality that the computers that we're using to talk have the blood of Congolese people and Congolese children. Yes. And this is a human mission. I owe Congo my awakening. We talked earlier today, like 10 years ago, I went to Congo, and that was my awakening to understand why some of these conflicts persist in the world. Congo awoken me to Palestine. Congo it's responsible for me coming to the realization of what resistance looks like. So this is an interconnected struggle. I see it as an interconnected struggle. I see Congolese safety and liberation being interconnected with all of our safety and liberation.
Yeah,
I completely agree.
What you just said. It's very powerful.
Super
We're all connected.
We are.
And this is the thing that's the reason why I say that you, Deema, you, Hannah, are so important. Because when people will see you advocating and amplifying our voices, they will say, these people look just like me. Okay, so it's not probably just a Congolese issue, an African issue. This is a humanity issue.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
much
humanity.
so much of what you have said, just resonates. And I know for Hannah, Congo woke you up to Palestine. For me, Palestine and what's been happening recently has opened me up to seeing an awakening around what is happening in Congo and other areas around the world, and seeing these connections and that narrative. So much of this is about narrative, and so I feel a lot of the same feelings that you have when I think about Palestine too. I think the same thing, like the world is awakening and starting to speak, and it's starting to open eyes to things that people weren't looking at before,
Yes.
other areas.
Yes.
Which is so powerful because so many people are impacted by this corporate greed and oppression and colonialism and all these different systems that are hurting the people that just want to live in peace, as you said. I'd love to understand from you. Narrative is one thing that I think we all have a responsibility to help shift that and to amplify and speak up.
Yes.
And I'm glad to hear that you think that there is some progress there. I feel the same way about Palestine as well. And I have seen now that these common struggles are being brought together in conversation, which is so important.
It is.
In addition to that, is there anything that you want the Western world or the world in general to do beyond narrative shifting? Anything that you feel could shift things?
Oh. When we started with Team Congo, it was less than a year ago. So we understood that communication was the key weapon for us. Because a lot of organizations have been on the ground this past decades. I've been advocating for Congo. But what we understood is that there was a lack of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Use this device. Use this device. There's inside that how people blood. We know that. But what we are saying is, let's flip the script. It could be ironic using this device that's killing us to save us. This can save us.
Yeah.
So what we are saying in a really short term, keep talking about Congo. Keep talking about that. This is what we need right now, so people can know what's going on in Congo, because a lot of people today still don't know or understand what's going on. Understand that, yes, we are all connected. What's happening in Congo has an impact in your life, and what you're doing with these devices has an impact in our lives. So sure, it's part of this narrative to be changed, but raising awareness is still something that we need. Because it's been just, few weeks that people have been really starting to talk about Congo the way we are doing today? Few weeks out of the 30 years. See? So we still need people to talk about us, to invade social media, as Rwanda is doing. I mean, they've been, doing this narrative for 30 years. This propaganda, we have to fight against that. So what I'm asking you is really to use this device. Okay, there is our blood inside, but let's testify with this. Okay, we know what we have under her hands, but it's like we are talking for you. All these people who have been killed for this, we are standing up for you. So please stand up for Congo. Stand up. Stand with us. So the world can understand. Your political representative as well, your politics can also say, okay, we have more and more people talking about Congo. Maybe we should as well undertake this subject. Seriously. So at the first, I said to Hannah lately, is that when we started with Team Congo, we knew that we had to use English as a primary language, not only French or Lingala. No. We want people to know. So yeah, it's just something important to come with us in the rally.
Makes a lot of sense.
To help us in the action we're doing on the ground. Hey, Congo is a continent country. Yeah. Come to Congo. Don't be afraid of coming. We've been there in Goma in November. So when things will be, more peaceful, why not coming and see by your own eyes what is going on there? Because when you experience the thing, it's life-changing. Hannah, has just testified about that.
So, yeah. You brought up an interesting point about being diaspora, and I think that the role of the diaspora in a lot of these issues and conflicts, I'm curious just how you manage that emotionally, being in the diaspora and knowing what's happening and just your own emotional state and as a diaspora person.
Us in the diaspora, and this is something that is raising a lot in around me, is we are powerless. What can we do? We are Congolese. We're seeing how people are dying every day. More than 10 millions. Oh my gosh, even when I say that, it's just 10 millions people. 10 millions people have been dying for the past 30 years. 8 million people are displaced in their own country. Sometimes I'm like, people are not really realizing what it means to have 10 millions of your own people dying. 10 million. So a lot of us in the diaspora, I feel powerless because they are really far. They feel like they don't really have power to change things. And this is what I'm telling them. We have the power. The number as well is powerful when we are a lot of people talking about something. And also the fear has to change from one place to another. Don't be afraid of talking about Congo. Don't be afraid. Talk about Congo. Come to the march. The different action that we are doing, share, even sharing, just one publication, a post. This is how we manage, to build this community on social media. Because Deema shared her post. Hannah did it. Hannah recorded a video to talk about it and spread it, amplify the voices. Each of us can do it. And this is a message that I want to give to the diaspora. And thank you, Deema, for giving me the opportunity. It's that you have the power. We all have a power because I say it again, we have this device. It's powerful. Communication today in this digital world is so powerful. So don't think that you can't do anything. Support us, supporting organizations like Team Congo, like Focus Congo, like Congo Friends, like the Future of Congo, all these organizations on site that are helping the displaced people. It's an action that you can do. There's many actions where you can, you can just jump there and give what you can. But we all have our own way to support Congo, and the diaspora has a huge, huge, huge role in that.
Speaking to the feeling powerless, I think is so important. It's easy in the world that we're in to feel powerless, especially as we're seeing these atrocities unfold.
Yes.
I know that one of the things that we can do to get involved is stop treating Rwanda like just any other country.
Oh, thank you, Hannah.
This and when organizations do deals or events in Rwanda, it really can come across like they're whitewashing Rwanda's atrocities, Rwanda's engagement in Congo. I know that we'll release this episode tomorrow, which we're going to be talking about the Global Citizen event with John Legend, which will be held in Kigali, which just feels like they're ignoring the pain of Congolese. They're ignoring the calls of Congolese to not treat Rwanda like an innocent country in this conflict. And I know there's also going to be an event by the World Economic Forum in a couple months. Can you speak to what you feel we should be doing to amplify the efforts of Congolese activists in the call to not have these types of events?
Oh, absolutely. Thank you for this question. Different actions are possible. We are talking about a specific action, which is the boycott. Boycotting works. We can say it with Starbucks, for instance. I don't know if you have seen this statement from the CEO.
Yeah.
That works.
It does.
Let's start boycotting those brands, those events. Yeah. And let's put them in front of this reality. Yeah. You are accomplice of that. You are. In such a way, you have blood in your hands. Don't do that. Don't do like, no, you just, advocating for peace. This is what Global Citizen is saying. We're going there, no, just for peace and education. Oh, right? Peace. While you have less than 100 kilometers from where you are gonna head, where you're gonna held your events, people are being killed, murdered, executed, right? This is peace. So it's all about what we said: greed, imperialism, capitalism, money over everything. Really? So no. Let's show the world who you really are. So yeah, this is something that we should do, and over a statement that we're gonna just publish tomorrow, and other action that will work. I know it will work, because when you are touching the brand image of the company, poof. This is powerful, huh? Because these companies have been, working on their brand image for ages, and with just maybe our, action, we can, show the world who they really are, what this brand is really, what is the brand really about. So we're gonna work on that.
The spreading the truth is so expensive for those who are trying to cover it up. So every effort of people sharing, every effort of people spreading the word and commenting and working to hold organizations accountable and working against the propaganda machine of tech companies and of Rwanda, everything matters, and every effort makes it expensive for the people who are actively oppressing Congolese people.
Exactly. It's a digital war. There's a digital war.
And we have the numbers. So we have the numbers.
We know how to use social media. We know that.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Let's do it, indeed.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Deema, did you have any other questions? And Bazeli, did you have anything to add?
Oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, to be honest now. Because it's one of the first interview that I'm having about Congo. So I will never forget it. Thank you so much. It's so, as I said to you, Hannah, and I was very moved when I received your message asking us, how can we... Oh, I'm not going to be emotional right now. But yeah, this is what we need, just to be seen as human. See? To be seen, to be heard. It means a lot. So when people are asking, okay, I don't know what to do, just be here. Just tell me you're here and you see us. You know what's going on. And you're going to do your part with the means you have. Not everyone can be activist and talking on social media like we do. But in your own way, maybe say to your friends, oh, do you know what's going on there? Do you know what's in your mobile phone, etc.? Yeah. Just spread the word, and this way, we're gonna just win this fight and make sure that peace and justice, prevail in Congo.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.